Welcome, influencers, to another jam session. Got a great story today for you from Kathy. Kathy, great to have you with us today.
Thanks, Vaughan. Thanks for having me.
Hey, look, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about, what you do, who you help.
My name is Kathy and I am a medicinal nutritionist. So I help people with chronic health issues around the area of autoimmune disease in particular. And I also help corporates to introduce them to the wellness programs for their employees. But most of the time, majority of my business is working one-on-one with executives who are burnt out and they actually need to feel a lot better than they are feeling and want to know some secrets to how they can feel better. I suppose that's in a kind of nutshell.
Perfect. Well, we all need that. We all need that. So why did you start with us at the Influencer Project? What were you looking for? What were you wanting to achieve?
Flourish Live Naturally is my company, and we have been doing a lot in sort of with our supplements around the road, and then and selling them and going out and doing lots of big events and meeting people one-on-one. And we COVID hit. So then we had to figure out how can we reach more people, because we weren't doing it one-on-one, and we were getting a lot of clients that way and doing a lot of things. So it was a matter of like, well, what do we do now? So I knew that the LinkedIn was there as a platform, but I really only dabbled in it. So we set it up. I sort of did a small course with a different company, and which was great. It gave me a very good understanding about what LinkedIn was all about and how you could use it, but it didn't give me anything else. So after I'd finished that course, I was a bit like, oh, now what do I do? I didn't really know. And there were no strategies had been put in place, or there was the odd strategy or post on these days, and this is what your post could be about. But there was nothing really to follow. And I'm a huge research nerd in my own area, my own field, and I like to know the ins and outs of things and how everything works. So I then went to an Influencer Project webinar, and you guys were giving away so much good content and stuff I didn't know through this other course. And I was like, well, why wasn't I taught that? And why wasn't I this and that? So I wanted to make a greater reach with people. So hence why I joined the Influencer Project, because I could see that this was a platform that could really introduce me to a lot of people when I could no longer do it at large events. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. And we saw that a lot. A lot of people, particularly when COVID hit, looking to how do I change this up and how do I reach new people? And they're all there on LinkedIn. I just need to that little bit extra. So no, great. So how long have you been following the program or the process for now?
So I started off I went and had a little look. So February the 18th, so 7 months. I've been doing it. Yeah. And the first part of the program, I really did it all by myself. So I wanted to learn the process and the steps that were involved, and started sending out my own connection messages and reaching out to people and things like that. And so I walked through the program in the 90 days, and it was great. It was really good. But I'm a very good practitioner when it comes to doing things online. This technology stuff is just leaves me cold, really.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, well, what have the results been? What have the numbers been like? How many leads have you generated? What sort of opportunity? What sort of sales?
You'd have to ask Nick all of that on what sort of things. The sales, we've done really well. So sales at the moment are at 14,255. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, they're really cool. So I'm really happy with that. But it's more than that. A lot of the people who've actually come on are continuing to buy our supplements here. So it's an ongoing amount. And sometimes I'd say that's probably more over 15 or 16 grand, to be honest, because I think there's a lot of people who've gone onto our website and bought, but I haven't actually been able to make the link between that, because I probably should give them a code. to use it, then we'd know where they came from. But, we're very, very happy with it. But what's more is I've met people and had one-on-ones with people, like interviews with them. And I love the part of the Influencer Project is like jump online and have a 5 to 7 minute phone call with me. As you can see, I'm prone to talking. So 5 to 7 minutes usually ends up as 30 minutes to an hour. But I'm okay with that because I've got to meet so many amazing people that I would not have met if I hadn't have done the Influencer Project and been in on LinkedIn the way I am. So because we're doing all of that, I'm meeting all of these people. And this morning I have had a meeting with someone I've met through, I can wait to see where it goes and put those numbers in because they are going to be massive numbers, who are looking at a corporate, looking at bringing us on board and partnershiping with them, doing some big corporate wellness programs. So it's very, very exciting. But it's early days. So I don't know where it's going to go and where it's going to lead. But that lead would never have happened if I hadn't actually gone and been on LinkedIn.
And you must have a guesstimate in your mind of what that opportunity might look like. What are we talking? Another 10, another 50? What are you thinking?
Oh, I just secretly, between you and the thousands of people that watch this, but you and I and the gatepost, you and I in the universe, I'm hoping it'll be 6 figures.
That's great. Well done.
That will be a ring the bell. But I mean, I don't know. Like we're in conversation about a collaboration. And where this collaboration goes, only the universe knows. But should everything fall into place the way they are looking at it and we're looking at it, and if it's a marriage made in heaven, well then I think the numbers can be whatever the numbers are going to be. They will be massive. But this connection would never have been made if it hadn't been for us being in the Influencer Project. So it's very exciting. Yeah,
that's
super
great.
exciting.
Incredible.
We'll see.
Okay, well, with that in mind then, Kathy, knowing what you know now and knowing what you've been through this time, what advice would you have for somebody who's watching this now and thinking, umming and ahhing about joining us at the Influencer Project?
Oh, don't hesitate. Jump on board and join and but the big thing is do the work. You have to do the work and you have to be consistent. The beautiful thing about the Influencer Project is it's all the system, right? It's just this amazing system that allows you to not think about it too much and just follow the system, because the system does work. And every time I fall off the system and I decide to get a bit creative, and then I complain to our coach, Mark, I'll say to him, why is this happening? And he goes, because you're not following the system. And we get back on the system and then we follow it again, right? So, and then it happens again. So don't hesitate, be there, follow the system, because it actually does work. Do everything that you're told to do because it works really well. Don't get too creative in your own language. So follow that and do it. And then when it gets too much, because in my case, I'm too busy doing what I do. So I have gone and got myself someone, the LVA, who does it for me. And he is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the way you guys manage that is really brilliant too. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, now this is going to be the challenging one for you, Kathy. If you could describe this journey, the whole influencer process, in just one word.
Oh, right.
What would, in one word, what would it be?
Streamlined.
Oh.
Do you like that? Is that okay?
Yeah,
it's a very it's a really streamlined process. So it's it's like following a recipe. You get in here, you buy your ingredients, you get in there, and boom, out pops whatever pops out at the other end. And it's very streamlined. So if you follow the system in the way it is streamlined, then it works.
Fantastic. Well, Kathy, thank you again for jumping on today. For those of you watching this, I hope this has been helpful for you. And Kathy, we will be keeping an eye out for all the
I
great
know.
results that are yet to come.
I can't wait to put as soon as I get a hint of a whiff or of anything, I say to my Nick, my LinkedIn VA, I'll say, put this into the bottom line. So I can't wait until that bottom line is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the thing about it is, Vaughan, is I know it will.
Yeah.
Because we're consistent and we follow it and we are consistent with everything we're doing over time and distance. There might be people who've made much bigger numbers a lot quicker than we have. But the thing is if we're consistent, they're popping out the other end.